Hello guys, my name is Siddharth Varde and this is C++ Mat2 Answer1. So first question is what are smart pointers and explain the use case of smart pointer. So smart pointer is just an object of a class provided by C++ that allows us to allocate memory dynamically, uh, and it will get deallocated automatically when that object gets out of scope. Like the main use case of smart pointer is to avoid memory leaks, uh, because whenever we allocate the memory using new keyword, we must deallocate it using delete keyword. And if we forgot or lose the reference of that memory, then like it can create a memory leak. Okay, second question is what is virtual function and what is overridden function. Okay, so a virtual function is a function that is marked with a virtual keyword, and uh, like it tells the compiler that you must bind this function on runtime. So this like it's just a way to tell the compiler that this function can get overloaded in child class, so you must bind it. uh, you must bind it on runtime. You cannot bind it on compile time. That is a virtual function, and the function that overrides the virtual function is called an overridden function. Like any child class that implements that virtual function with same name and same signature, and uh, like implements its own functionality, is an overridden function. So in this case, class A has a virtual function named shaw, and it returns void and takes no parameter. So when I implement this function inside a class B, so with the same name, so uh, like the function of class A is a virtual function, and the function of class B is an overridden function, because we have overridden the functionality of class A. Okay, so explain what third question is explain what are pure virtual functions. So pure virtual functions are just a function, like virtual function, just a virtual function that has no body. So any class, like they are also called an abstract abstract functions. So any class that has an abstract function is an abstract class, and its object cannot be created. So in this case, I cannot create an object of C class, but I can create a pointer of C class. And any class that inherits from the abstract class must implement the pure virtual function or an abstract function. So I must uh, override the pure virtual function and implement my own functionality. So like we use the pure virtual function just to define that any class that inherits this class must have this function, but we do not bind those classes to have the same functionality. If there is a class E and it inherits from class C, then its print method can be totally different than this one. So both the classes class D and class E would have the same method, but with the different functionalities. And the another use case of that is I can create a pointer of class C, and I can store the object of class D or class E inside that pointer of class C, and I can call the print method, and the compiler would let me, and like compiler would call the functionality of, if it's a class object of class D, then it would call the functionality print function of class D, and if it's an object of class E, then it will call the function of uh, class E. And that is it. Thank you.